I'm Jessica Bavort, and this is Kitchen Table Productions, a show about living well with low carb. Well, it won't be long now until we're inundated with turkey leftovers, and I've got a great recipe to use up those leftovers, including the dark meat that nobody in my house seems to go for. That's turkey tetrazzini. Now this one's a real crowd pleaser, so let's get started. Okay, my first step here is to cook up a pound of low-carb spaghetti. I'm using Dreamfields. I think it's the best out there. Always remember, if you are going to use this product, it's very important not to overcook it, because then you'll release all the carbs that are actually in there. I'm actually going to undercook this by about a minute. So that's going to be about 8 minutes. Okay, now I have here in this pan about 2 tablespoons of butter and 1/4 of a cup of onions that I've diced. That's about over a medium-high heat or so. I'm going to add in 3/4 of a pound of these mushrooms that I've sliced. Now I'm just going to cook these until they brown just a little bit. Helps give a lot of nice flavor to the dish. Alright, these mushrooms are looking pretty good. They've got some nice color on them. They've left a lot of nice good flavor in my pan. I'm just going to evacuate them out to this bowl. Alright, next I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of butter. I want that to get nice and melted all over. Alright, now that my butter is melted and it's the foaming is more or less stopped, I'm going to add in my flour. I've got 3 tablespoons of flour here. I'm just going to dump it all in at once. Stir it up. Now I'm going to cook this, just the butter and the flour, for a good 3 minutes here on my low heat. Don't skip this step or your sauce will taste a little raw. Alright, that's my 3 minutes. Now my flour isn't burnt. All of this brown color has come from the mushroom fond that was on the bottom of the pan. I'm now going to add in 2 cups of my turkey stock that I made for my turkey soup show. I've cooked this for a good 2 minutes on a rolling boil to help make sure there aren't any bad bugs in there. Just going to pour that in all at once. Now if you don't have a turkey stock, you could go ahead and just use like a chicken broth. That's fine. I'm just going to cook this until it starts to thicken a little bit. There we go. That hasn't taken long, only about a minute or so. You can see it's already starting to thicken up. Now I'm going to add in a cup of heavy cream and a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I also want to add in several grinds here of freshly ground black pepper, about a 1/2 teaspoon or so. Alright, that's looking pretty good. It's just a little thick. That's all we need for right now. Alright, this is the spaghetti that I cooked earlier. I'm going to add to it 6 cups of turkey meat that I've just chopped up. I usually start with the dark meat, use it all up, and then I'll fill in the remaining balance with some white meat. I'm also going to add in my mushrooms and onions, just like that, and finally all my yummy sauce. I want to get all that yummy goodness off the bottom. We're just going to toss all of this together. Alright, this is my baking vessel. Just going to give it a quick spritz with a nonstick spray. I'll put my spaghetti right on in there. As you can see, this makes enough for a lot of people. And finally, I'm going to sprinkle over the top about another 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now I'm just going to cook this in my oven for about 20 minutes or until this top is bubbly and brown. Now there it is. This is some really good stuff here. Now this whole dish is roughly 72 carbs. So that's about 8 servings at 9 carbs a serving. Now this is so good that people won't realize that they're eating turkey yet again. I highly recommend you try it. For this recipe and many others, please visit my website, kitchentableproductions.net. I'm Jessica Bevort, and this has been Kitchen Table Productions.